round of 16 to come up. So do not go anywhere. It's all happening tonight here in Manchester.
An emotional day for Rafsu. He's had a brothers derby. He's now got a Vitality derby against Maestro. That's coming up. Do not go anywhere. You're in for the eChampions League knockout stages. Winners go to Madrid. Losers go home.
So the only two games in action at the moment. Mentz and Alanavi, the first leg finished 3-3 between those two. So that second leg just starting now as this one does too. Tekkz, though, needs 2 goals to at least pull this back all square. Ronaldo! 4 minutes into the game. Time green, time to perfection, as I'm so used to saying, into the roof of the net.
Tekkz doing Tekkz type things. We say it all the time. 5 minutes in, halves the deficit straight away. CR7, power, green time shot into the near post. And the pressure is on right now. That lead, all that hard work is slowly getting rubbed away.
That's a massive goal, because if he gets to the 45th minute, Rich, and he's still 3-1 down, that's in the back of his mind that he's going to have to press more and try and come out and play. He scored in the first 4 minutes. He's only 1 goal behind now, and it gives him just a bit more time to only get 1 goal back instead of the original 2.
Tekkz in the first 10 minutes of the second leg. It feels like that's when he plays his best FIFA. Literally. How many times do we see him just completely turn around games? First 10, 15 minutes of the second leg.
Look at the press as well. Look at the numbers forward for Tekkz. So many players, so many red shirts inside that box. The ball is bouncing back to him every time as well. Nightwatch just about dealing with it that time.
This is where he could get counter-attacked on, though. He's got Maldini at the back, and looks like those fullbacks are really bombed on right now for Tekkz. Look how wide Neymar is up top. Look how wide.
He's offside. That's how high he is.
CR7 is, and Mbappe.
Can Nightwatch deal with this pressure? Because he will go down in the history books as well. 47th in the Global Series rankings, needs this and wants it, just like every single other player that couldn't be at this tournament. If they're watching at home now, everybody wanted to be involved in this eChampions League. Such a special tournament. Here's Tekkz again, looking for that equalizer. Will it be? Nearly were from Ronaldo.
This is where Nightwatch has to weather the storm. If he's got any hope of going through this round, he has to weather this storm that Tekkz is pouring on him right now.
We know games of FIFA, you go through waves of pressure that you have to deal with. This is that wave of pressure at the moment that Nightwatch has to deal with. Ruud Gullit, why not?
A pause cued.
That's a pause.
By Nightwatch. And I thought there were a change from Tekkz. He is into 4-2-2.
But at the same time, if you're under that pressure, how important is that pause? It's massive.
Yeah. Well, you often, Nightwatch always says, people don't pause it. You don't cue a pause. And you saw it. Example, right there. Didn't cue that pause. He waited until the ball went out, paused it straight away, get his changes in. Nice and early.
He's happy, obviously, that Tekkz made that pause as well. So he can just have a break, an extra few seconds as well. Because he's going to have to defend the corner straight away from the restart. Now you can see on the dual screen now both changes that are being made for both players as well. You can actually see, obviously, Mendy is at left back, Ramos at right, but that's how his back four is looking.
I like this change here as well from Nightwatch, switching into 4-4-2 second variation. You see that depth and width all being altered. We're not going to go too deep into the custom tactics as the players are here quite close to us, and we don't want to give all their secrets away. But look at that, all the matchups in the round of 16. 8 of those will be going out.
I'm looking at some big names there. Pampsity represented Arsenal in the EPL. He's in the last 16. Frontail FIFA, Cezinio, Footwiz Tom. So many players having big performances here. Van der Sar's off his line. Maldini acrobatic defending. Out for a throw-in. Pressure still on for the Bulgarian. Look at the mini-map. Look at how many white shirts are behind this ball. No one's in Tekkz's half or near the halfway line. On the rebound, it has been coming. And Ronaldo will score the equaliser.
Like
attack after attack after attack, Richard. It's been coming.
Second leg Tekkz is different to first leg Tekkz. It's as simple as that. It feels like in the second leg, he just goes through the gears. He goes through into fourth, into fifth gear. And when he's at his best, there's not a lot of players who can stop him. It's not fluke. that he's won 3 FUT-Champions Cups. It's no fluke that in the semi-finals in Singapore, they were 1-0 down against Resende at half-time in the first leg. In the second leg, what did he do? He scored 3 in the first half and blew him out of the water.
Just saw behind him there, Alan Avi erupting in celebration once again. Whether that's to put him in front in that game, he was 3-3. We don't know exactly. That 4-4 we've just heard. So Mentz obviously scored the first goal in that second leg. He replied straight away to Alan Avi. Never give up on it. Was that Patrick Vieira there, just keeping the ball in play, hooking it back across, and being a hero once again.
What a game we have got on our hands. You can see from the players' reaction how much it means to them to be in that top 8 from Manchester, going to Madrid. This cutback from Vieira is next level. To be able to hook the ball, he's got his 6-iron out and he's just wedged it back into the box.
And straight to Neymar, who will put Nightwatch back in front again. You said it perfectly. What a game of FIFA we are witnessing in front of us. And we've still got over 60 minutes left of it. We've seen 7 goals. Nightwatch back in front. Tekkz, can he reply straight away? Well done, Maldini.
Yeah, it's important to be able to weather the storm. As soon as your opponent comes at you, whether that be from the get-go at half-time or whether it's from the ball being kicked off, you have to be able to weather that storm.
Here's Nightwatch again, looking for a 5th, cuts back inside. What a block from Vieira, but had no idea about it other than just run back and try and defend. Came off his boot and see it hit him so hard that he fell over. This is maybe that wave of pressure now for Nightwatch. He won't get many chances. And Mbappe tried to play to Eusebio, hooked away by Maldini.
Good pressing.
Nearly fell back as well to Ronaldo.
Yeah. Really unfortunate. I thought Ronaldo were actually going to nick in and come away with that ball there. See Ronaldo, CR7, he's a right cam right now. So expect to see that. Tekkz loves to do it. He loves a little chip up, a back post cross, timed green. Expect to see that coming out as he starts to get desperate, you've got to say.
Speaking of Ronaldo, nearly actually put it in the back of the net for Tekkz. Thankfully, the Dutch goalkeeper, oh no, he's not there that time. No idea what happened. I think there was a small bit of goalkeeper movement originally that moved him out to the penalty spot for Van der Sar, moved him back inside and just kind of affecting the original goalkeeper movement. I know the front post headers can be very dangerous, but
it weren't a small bit of goalkeeper movement, it's a big bit of goalkeeper movement and it's thrown him off his path. Right there, Van der Sar. He's brought him out nearly to like the 6-yarder, 8 yards out. And as that ball's come in, he's let go of R3 to the goalkeeper to run back.
And that's what we said about the goalkeeper movement this year. Yes, it can be implemented and used in the right way, but you are affecting the natural movement of that goalkeeper. And that's exactly what, unfortunately, Nightwatch has done there. A lesson learned for sure.
I think he's onside.
If he was onside there, that would be pretty incredible for the space he had in front of him. 8 goals scored, 4-4 the scoreline. Neck and neck in such a big game in their FIFA careers for a chance to go to Madrid for the eChampions League final. Who is going to just show us that bit of class now? Added time to come very shortly.
Tekkz just holding the ball right now, making sure that no mistakes before half-time, no goals conceded. 60% possession, this is the sort of Tekkz second leg display that you're expecting to see. Just waiting for half-time to tick over and then try and snatch a goal before the break. 3 added minutes.
There will be a minimum of
if you didn't know how the coaching system works as well, at half-time they are able to just chat to the players. So this is an opportunity for both coaches to just have a word with Tekkz, have a word with Nightwatch, whilst, you know, make a few changes if you need to. And just see what your opponent's doing. Will he play one more, the referee? I think he will, if he can just keep going forward. No. There was the through, but it was slightly too heavy anyway, Richard. So into the break, and we are all square again. A few words of wisdom there. You can see just how nervous Tekkz is as well, how nervous both of these players are.
Marius, hand on shoulder, getting in there. This is what that coach comes for. On the other side, Lyrics chatting with Nightwatch. 45 minutes.
If you're Marius, you've just got to go over to Tekkz's shoulder and say, look at what you've achieved this year. Look at what you've done for FIFA esports, for your own career.
Look at what you've done in 45 minutes of FIFA. You've turned this game completely around. This is your game right now.
He scored 3 goals. He was 3-1 down coming into this second leg. It's been a really impressive first 45 minutes, as you just highlighted. He did concede 1 goal, though, hence why the scoreline is 4-4. If we are all square as well, we'll go to extra time. And if we need to, penalties. Can you imagine a penalty shootout to decide a place at the eChampions League final? That would be a pretty crazy story. 28 yards out, free kick to come in, played short. Mbappe out to Neymar. I don't think that was the layoff he originally wanted. Scoop to the back post, and Ramos just about doing enough. Van der Sar off his line, chip back over again. Van der Sar will punch it.
Edwin Van der Sar.
Maybe he's the new hero at the moment.
Everything he needs to do, just clawing the ball away.
Threaded through ball down the line. Another little chip into the box. Mbappe was there, and once again Ramos.
On 2 occasions, 1 for Tekkz, 1 for Nightwatch, being heroic at the back post.
It's often the man that, if you want one player to match up Cristiano Ronaldo or anyone in the box in the air, he is that player. Team of the year for item.
It's got loads of space, because
look at the through ball. There's a through ball here. It's got to happen. There's the through ball. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Ball roll inside, deflected into his own goal. So fortunate there with the finish, but he'll take them all day long.
I thought he'd done enough. He moved the goalkeeper. He baited him into shooting early. You're going to watch the goalkeeper move here. He just moves him left to right, left to right. It's probably going in. The shot's going in. And then Marcelo just getting his body on the line. Deflection. It might have been going in before. It's definitely going in. Once Marcelo gets his knee on it.
If you're going to get involved defensively, Marcelo, you've got to get a stronger right boot on that just to clear it away. And instead puts it into Tekkz's goal. As an own goal, it will go down for. Just the right boot. It wasn't strong enough. Deflection off.
It's going down as an Mbappe goal. It was going in.
And now back to that drawing board once again for Tekkz. He's been here many times before. He's still got so much time as well left in this game. R9.
It's 4-2-2 right now from Tekkz. Looking like a 4-2-4 with how high and wide his 2 cams are. All that space is in the midfield because Hullit's going forward, high medium work rates. So even Vieira with too much room to be able to work with. You see there, he's having to pull centre-backs out of position. All the rooms on the sort of the space in between the defence and the midfield right now. That's where that goal came from. They were able to move forward with Vieira, slide the ball through.
Also on the other side of that, you can see the numbers back that Nightwatch has got, those 2 CDMs being kind of anchors in front of that back 4. Dominating the area, which, as you've mentioned, Richard, is open at the moment around Tekkz's box. This is honestly the biggest game of
Nightwatch's career.
You have to say Nightwatch's career. You know, Tekkz has had that taste of winning trophies, winning majors. This is massive for Nightwatch. Not just for his competitive year, but
He's in.
just for the history of this competition. You'll be in that first 8 to be in a final. I was a bit hesitant there. Pull back inside. Does win a corner for his efforts, though. Just watch out number 9 on the field. Scoop into the box towards the back post, and it's going to go again for a corner.
Memory serves correctly, Nightwatch were 2-2 coming into today. He's not dropped a game today.
Oh,
that sounds...
my God. I don't know what I've just heard. All I can see is Mentz's hands over his face. A huge vamos. The loudest one I've ever heard over the 2 days at the eChampions League.
I can see Spencer Owen, he's walking across. He'll tell us what's just happened. I'm shocked. I didn't know what had happened.
We'll give you updates on that as soon as we know. Back to this game. 20 minutes remain. 5-2 the score. Nightwatch just in the lead.
Varane nicks that ball away. He's going to come forward. Neymar played into Ronaldo. Good defensive work from Nightwatch there.
And what looks like a very special matchup. Round of 16 game. Alan Avi from FC Dallas with a 90th minute goal to put him 5-4 up. He's just got to hold it out for a few more seconds there, and he could be the first player in the eChampions League Grand Final. He said how important that could be for him. He wants to take his dad there to Madrid for him.
Nightwatch is in.
To this game, Nightwatch, he wants a sixth, he wants a bit of a gap in the scoreline, a 2-goal cushion if he can.
That's Alan Avi.
And that is job done. He points to the sky. Alan Avi of FC Dallas. What
Live
a tournament.
scenes.
What a performance. This is live in right now.
And Alan Avi is going to Madrid.
Wow. He's in the history books, Richard. He's the first name. And that's just one name off to Madrid. Get his plane ticket booked. Back to this one. 10 minutes left. Where's this game going? Oh, no, there's a mistake at the back. This could be Nightwatch now. Eusebio. Oh, no, he's done it.
Nightwatch breaking hearts. If you're an F2Tekkz fan, 6-4 up with 9 minutes to play. This has been the tournament of shocks, just like the Champions League is this year. Juve out, Real out, City out, PSG out. It's exactly the same as the eChampions League. Desari, Nicholas, and now he's Tekkz joining them.
Three at the back, panic stations for Tekkz. He needs 2 goals, Richard, in no time at all. Could we be seeing another big shock? We came into today with 4 players who are 4-0 from Swiss. MS Desari out the competition. Nicholas out the competition. We've still got to see Maestro in action a little bit later against Vitality Ravsu, but he's got over 10,000 Global Series ranking points. He's won so many tournaments this year. This was the one tournament he really wanted to go to Madrid. And if Liverpool could have been there as well, it would have been extra special for him.
The composure from Nightwatch. Be able to ball roll past Schmeichel, slide it past him. He had the world at his feet. And now he's got 8 minutes to hold on.
If there was a game plan coming into this, he's delivered it.
This
and
is
he's
it for
delivered it
Tekkz.
so well. If Tekkz can pull this back, this would be incredible. He's got 7 minutes left.
Gerrard's on.
Nightwatch. He's been in games like this before. Weekend league or qualifiers, seeing out matches with little time left. The biggest game of his FIFA career this year. Tekkz, though, still in possession. Needs to score off this attack. Will win a free
foul
kick
as well. The clock is ticking right now.
Nightwatch, 4 minutes away from going to Madrid to be the second man on that list. You said it perfectly. This tournament has brought so many shocks to us. There was the through ball, just deflected.
Hold on.
Tekkz.
Oh, that's fantastic from Varane.
Been superb. It's often said when you play against Tekkz, Desari, all these big names, it's all right having a good performance in the first leg, but in the second leg, if you're not at the races, you will get beaten. He has been at the races for both of these matches. Tekkz has played so well as well. We needed to score goals. He was 3-1 up on the stroke of half-time. The Bulgarian Dr. Nightwatch will be going to Madrid in about 15 seconds' time. You can write it down in the history books.
He was feared. Tekkz coming into the tournament. He went 4-0 in Swiss. People were expecting him to go to Madrid. He might have just fallen down off the bar, but that's it.
Nightwatch is the second man to book his ticket to Madrid for the eChampions League final. And it comes another shock. The